I'm not sure what happened. What you learn here will... Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject. Until next time.
What's the hurry?
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. You need a book? You talk to me. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a lot of pain.
The exact nature of my research is a secret. What? The Augur? Oh, no. I'm quite sure that's... He's nothing I'm involved in. No. Mirabelle Irvine or Tolfdir. They're qualified to discuss him. Not me. Definitely not. You mean the official... But it may not... I wonder if perhaps you could assist with it. Yes. No, I don't think so. Not at this point. It's just that, well, I'm not even really sure it's going to amount to anything just yet. All theoretical right now, you understand. But the implications are quite intriguing, I think. I simply need some experimental results to confirm my suspicions. Just bring me some Dwemer cogs. I need to examine them for the methods used in forging them. 10 of them should be enough for me to get a better understanding of how they were crafted. That's all I need, all right?
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard. The Augur? Really? Well, it's certainly not my place to say anything about it. I think you'd better go see Mirabelle Irvine. Certain concentration. You'll also need... Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful. But you may find your... I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. All right, then.
I'm working on some very important research, I assure you.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
If you have a moment, could you help me with something? We're all trying to become better mages. Well, I need someone I can practice a few spells on. Well, I simply thought you might wish to help out one of your... If that's not enough, I suppose, I have this amulet you could take. Oh, good. I was afraid I'd have to go ask J'zargo. Now, you just stand there. Please hold still, and don't move. There. Now I... Oh dear. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you feel all right? You look very, green. I am so very sorry. I went over this again and again, and I was sure it would have better results. It's not. It shouldn't be. You'll be back to normal in no time. And when you are, we can try this again, and I'll be sure to get it right. I'd better get going.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generation. Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful. Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident. Well, yes. This is rather embarrassing, but it seems I've misplaced something. I can't find my alembic. I suppose I could use another one, but... Well, it sounds silly, but mine has sentimental value. If you happen to see it, would you mind bringing it to me? My alembic. I need it for some research and can't seem to find it. Take care now.
You are new, yes? Ah, this is good. But J'zargo will know them first. Ah, this is good. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with J'zargo.
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off-limits.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary. Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Beralda can teach destruction spells and offers training in that school. Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim and can help with spells from that school. Don't let Tolfdir fool you. He's the preeminent scholar on alteration, one of the best in Tamriel, and always willing to pass on his knowledge. If you can find him and focus his attention, there's a great deal Drevis can teach you about illusion magic. And finally, there's Colette. She may be difficult to get along with. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to restoration magic.
I'm working on some very important research, I assure you.
There are some experiments the college frowns on, if they're aware of them, of course. Till next time.
Ow!
I've been looking for you. Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
With an old woman, Do your good deed for the day. My friend Maven and I. Have you met Maven in Riften? We know our place in this world. Know the place of others, too.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Ow!
Welcome. We've got small weapons as well as big. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Good doing business with you.
I'm right behind you.
I will remain on guard here.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that on me.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, everything's... Take a look. Do come back.
Let me know if you see anything you like. You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. Take a look. Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
It's a fine day with you around.
Yeah, it's got to. Worst thing is,
A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is.
The finest cuts, fresh from the water. Oh yes, that's why my brother, he tends the store, and I've got this
Farewell.
stall. Good hunting. Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl.
It's a shame, isn't it?
By the night to spread his holy word.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
Talos the unerring, Talos the unassailable.
There's a rift. Evgir Ornstad has come at last. The season unending. War.
Writhing in the filth of our own
Here you stand, talk. Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and politics, and treat their women like cattle.
What's the matter? I miss the days when the Greymanes and Battleborns got along. Ever since we've been at each other's throats.
Do you get to the cloud? Oh, it took years.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership. Until next time.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
I'm not sure what just happened. I'm working on some very important research, I assure you.
Please don't bother the Archmage. If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
You know, they say knowledge. Illusion really is the least appreciated of the schools of magic.
What?
Huh?
God.
If you're working on just like anywhere else, it's all about who you know. Lucky for you.
Enchanting, sir. The local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor. Savos doesn't care. Sure is. I've got... All right. Here's the name and location of the client.
Where's that woman that does restoration? I need to increase my restoration. It's 25, I think. $30. What is that? Ooh. What are you putting here? Ah.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. enter.
Oh!
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. You seek that which all who wield magic seek, knowledge. You shall find this. Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume. You seek meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others. The one who calls himself Ancano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need. You and those aiding you wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
Thank you, Mufasa. Oh. Oh. I wonder what you're supposed to do with that. Crunchy goat. Spiders. Yes. Who needs a sword when you got one of these? I lost my pitchfork. No pitchfork, okay. Lost my pitchfork. What am I doing? F that. Teleport, thank you. Maybe walk around there. Beep 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 beep.
It's no secret that the college's reputation is... Really? And what might that be? I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it. And how do you know of this? Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this. I certainly do. Since you went so far as to seek out the Augur for advice, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Oh, new armor. Amulet. Circlet. Major circlet, here we go. Yeah. Bugger all armor, but gotta get that magicka.
I still need some help, if you can spare the time. Exactly as I said it would. Now, are you ready to try again? I am confident it will work this time. This will be worth it. Okay, now don't move at all. Oh my. That isn't right. Just wait. I can fix this. Oh no, that's not it at all. Let me try again. This really isn't turning out the way I'd hoped. I'll get it right this time. I swear.
What?
There. All better. Well, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? Oh no, it hasn't. Let's be honest. I have a long way to go before I'm ready for the kind of advanced magic I've been attempting. But at least I know where to start now. Thank you. You've been a great help to me.
Necklace of resist magic.
All right then.
Necklace of resist magic. Nice.
So you're off to find some staff now? I don't see the point of that.
I need your help with... College is a bit of an oddity in Skyrim. Magic isn't something... Yes, I may have entered in... It was a mistake, and but he won't deal with me. Talk to him. See what it'll take to get my amulet back.
Can you possibly help Jazargo? All right, then. It is Jazargo has seen that Toftir likes you. You must be very skilled with magic, yes? Jazargo is working hard, but cannot do it alone. Can you help with this? Jazargo has worked hard on learning new spells, trying new things. This will make Jazargo stand out as a mage. But Jazargo works so hard, there is no time to test these new spells. If you help with the testing, this will make learning easier. Jazargo will give you scrolls. You will use them and report the results. This is a good plan, no? You tell Jazargo when you are ready. Ha! You can resist, can you? Let's see. This one, I think. Jazargo has designed it to be an excellent flame cloak, with a twist. It is especially potent against the undead, and should burn them to a crisp in no time. Jazargo gives you plenty of these scrolls, so you try them and return when you can say whether they work. Jazargo awaits word of how well his scrolls work.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
I'm working on some very important research. He asked, I think I haven't told him anything, of course. I simply need more pieces of... And please, let's keep this between us.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolute... Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking? The Eye of Magnus? I can appreciate that this thing, this orb, it's very impressive, very unique and definitely worth studying. But let's not jump to any conclusions or assign it importance beyond what we're certain of. The Augur. Just what have you gotten yourself involved in? Whatever is going on, whatever you're up to, be very careful. Well, it's said to be very powerful. Has the capacity to store an incredible amount of magical power, as the story goes. But it's more myth than anything at this point. I've no doubt that it actually exists, but no one has seen it in, what, decades? Longer? I'm not sure. The only time I've heard it mentioned was when those Synod characters showed up some months ago looking for it. Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power. No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative. Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Beralda can teach destruction spells and offers training in that school. Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim and can help with spells from that school. Don't let Tolfdir fool you. He's the preeminent scholar on alteration, one of the best in Tamriel and always willing to pass on his knowledge. If you can find him and focus his attention, there's a great deal Drevis can teach you about illusion magic. And finally, there's Colette. She may be difficult to get along with. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to restoration magic.
Even with the college's late... Oh my, how precious. Onmund is too afraid to deal with me himself, and so he said... I'll make this very simple for you. All my trades are final. Onmund knew this ahead of time and went through with it anyway. So there's nothing more to be said. Look how persistent you are. Charming, really. Onmund gave up the first time I said no, but not you. All right, I'll tell you a little story. Let's pretend for a moment that a certain individual was looking to acquire a particular staff. Let's also pretend that he traded some valuable items for said staff. And it was only later that it was realized that this individual might misuse such a staff. The resulting disaster would reflect quite poorly on everyone involved. Are you following me? You're not very good at this, are you? Look, I traded a staff to someone and found out later that was a bad idea, so I'd like the staff back. Understand now? It's an entirely different situation. I don't expect you to comprehend the nuances of these matters. Regardless, I'm making you a very simple offer. You get me the staff, and I give you Onmund's precious amulet. Do we have a deal? Yes. I thought we'd gotten past that bit already. Onmund's amulet in exchange for my staff. Finally, we have an agreement. I look forward to having it back soon. The sooner the better, in fact. Till next time.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Have you managed to track down the Synod or the staff of Magnus?
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among.
Have you managed to track down the Synod or the staff of Magnus? Have you managed to track down the Synod or the staff of Magnus?
You know, they say knowledge is it. Illusion, really, is the least appreciated of the schools of magic. If only I could be free. There may be a matter. The various points of focus for magic energies around the college. Very well. Go to each focal point and remove whatever impurities. Return the gloves to me. Please exercise caution. This is not a procedure without possible consequences.